Ladies and gents, I've been gatekeeping this secret formula behind a closed door for the longest time. I speak to a lot of people in the industry of musical theatre, especially unrepresented performers, and they feel like they are doing all they can, they're doing all of the outreach that they can, but still, after training at the top drama schools, spending tens of thousands coming out the other end, all to give up and move back home, give up on their dream because they haven't been able to land an agent. Drama schools can't promise agents, neither can I. All I can do is showcase and show you what we've been able to achieve in as little as 30 days. It's a brand new formula, it's a repeatable formula that absolutely works. I mean, don't take my word for it. Just take a look at these guys. These performers were very much in your shoes. They felt like they were absolutely doing everything, doing all of the outreach, feeling like all of their media reels were all up to date, and still they were falling short. It's all down to one thing: the first email. The first email is the very first touch point that you have with any agent. And a lot of performers do a lot of waffle and fluff, and what that does is it becomes a very dense read, and the reader just simply either shuts off or they become confused because they don't know what the next step is. You have to make it ridiculously simple and ridiculously easy for them to make the next step and call them to action. Look at it like this: if you go into a restaurant and you are greeted with an A2 menu filled with starters, mains, desserts, wine, the works all over there, what happens? The waiter comes over and says, "Are you ready?" You say, "I haven't even had a chance to look." And when you have had a chance to look, it becomes really confusing. Now, in sales, which is what we are doing, we are selling our service as performers. A confused client is not a client. You just very simply fall through the net. You're not entirely sure what the next step is. You have to spoon feed the agent. You do. And this is no disrespect to the agent. This is quite simply something that I'm seeing. If you overcomplicate it by saying that you trained here and you're from here and you've done this and you've done that and you're up to this, and it would mean the world to you if you were represented by them because you've been doing this for such a long time. All of this waffle, which I see a lot on the very first touch point, it comes across as it's just a very heavy read, and it becomes really difficult for them to make the decision of choosing you. What is the next step? Number one cardinal rule when it comes to the very first touch point with an agent, when you're reaching out to an agent, the framework of the email has to follow these three rules, which is hook, story, and offer. What is the hook? What hooks the reader? Starts with the subject, follows with how you are connected. How are you connected with that individual? Now, in the grand scheme of things, everyone is connected in some way, shape or form. You and I are probably connected via social media. So if you reached out to me and said, "Hey Dean, I'm looking to join VCA," well, chances are I would then put you through an application process. We receive a bunch of applications on a daily/weekly basis, and some people are a good fit and some people aren't. However, if you reached out to me and said, "Hey Dean, I have a friend of mine who has been a long-standing client of yours. They suggested that I reach out with regards to coaching. I'm particularly struggling with this at the moment, and they suggested that I reach out, and it's caused me to reach out today to talk about coaching." Well, immediately I'm thinking, I've worked with X for such a long time. If this person reaching out is anything like the client that I've been working with for such a long time, well, we're going to get on like a house on fire. So immediately we're connected, and when we are connected, it just bumps you at the top of my list to say, actually, they might be a good fit. Let's have a conversation. How you are connected is super important. Very first touch point on the email. Second part is your story. What is your story? Have you trained? Haven't you trained? You should be training, because is training what you did or is training what you do? If you haven't went to a drama school, that's all good. What are you doing to move you closer to what it is that you want to achieve? Are you attending classes? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a singing teacher? Do you have an acting coach? All of these things, this is part of your story. Super important, short and sweet, 2 sentences. The last part is the call to action, the offer. When are you available to sit down and speak to that agent? prioritising them. You should be prioritising the agent because you want to ultimately be signed by that agent, them to get your foot in the door with casting directors. So I've been gatekeeping this formula for the longest time. It's been shot and there is 4 modules inside of this course, and I want you to have full access to it this side of the new year. I opened it up to 6 performers over on my stories. The hand has been well and truly bitten off. 6 performers have taken action and invested in themselves. People are starting to now build out their outreach mastery from scratch, and I want the same for you. After those 6 went, I was like, now what? My mission has always been simple: to help as many people as I can who are stuck in this dilemma. Unrepresented performers giving up, moving back home because they don't have an agent. They don't know how to step into the industry without an agent. You can absolutely do it without an agent. An agent is extremely helpful. Yeah, they really help navigate your path in musical theatre and this career that you've chosen. My job, my mission has always been simple: to get people unstuck and thrive. There's so many people out there who are just surviving in this industry. My mission is to have you thriving, and I can help you with this by offering this repeatable formula that is seen to be getting world-class results. If you are interested and you want to invest in yourself this side of the new year, DM me with the word outreach, or reply to this story with the word outreach, and I will come back to you with all of the details. Let's get you onboarded and let's get you thriving with an agent, hopefully this side of 2026.